To Pac-Man, what activities do you do with your family?
It varies depending on the day, but most of the time it's eating when we wake up, eating before lunch, eating appetizers, eating dinner, eating dessert. Oh, but look at the time!
To Pac-Man, how do you feel about the ghosts? Do you like them or hate them? Or is this a complicated relationship?
Do I love or hate the ghosts? What are you talking about? Of course I love them! Inside my stomach, that is.
To Pac-Boy and Pac-Sis, what do you plan on giving your dad on Father's Day?
I'm just gonna give him a card.
Father's Day?
It's a day that we give Dad a present to show how much we love him. No, it's okay, sis. You don't have to give Dad a present. Ugh, what a day this turns out to be. Wait! I have an idea!
Oh, you don't have to do that.
I was just going to buy you a card, but I guess you can blame Pac-Sis for that.
I guess that your heart was in the cards.
Happy Father's Day, Dad!
Happy Father's Day, Dad.
To Pac-Man, how do you feel about Pinky having a big crush on you despite, being married? What about you, Ms. Pac? Does that bother you?
Disturbing and creepy. Usually a good power play and Chomp get out of here, so it's not too bad. Though I could deal with the ambushes.
Yes, very. And absolutely.
To Pac-Man, which is your favorite adventure or game you had?
Wow, that's a good question. In the maze part, I say it's the mazes with a rather pesky golden ghost that morphs the ghost gains some freaking arrangement. And the mazes were really fun to go through though, even though that golden ghost may have been a bit weird. What's his name again? In an adventure, I say it's where I had to recover the golden fruit from Spooky, and it was tough. I liked it because of bringing Sue's Arcade back in business, and also how fun it is exploring the wilderness. Though as strange as it sounds, I kinda wish that Blinky, Inky, and Pink had their ghost machines. I liked playing Clyde's flogging machine.
To Ms. Pac-Man, where were you during that time your husband was retrieving the golden fruits and fig things spooky? And were you aware about that?
To answer the second one, I wasn't aware of Spooky until after I returned home. I was wondering why Pac-Man's emails had stopped during that time. And for the first one, I took a solo vacation away from Pac-Land for some Miss Pac-Man personal time. And I know what you're thinking. No, vacationing solo doesn't mean there's problems in the marriage. It just means there's stuff I want to do without stressing about the family baggage. There's times where you have to be selfish, and there's times where you have to live your life solo. But this doesn't mean I love my family or my Packy any less.
Aw, honey.
Even though Packy can be a gassy and gross slob at times.
Hey!
To Pac-Boy, do you still hang out with Yum Yum? And do your parents approve you being with a ghost, especially being Blinky's daughter?
What do you mean still? We met a month ago.
Hi, Pac-Boy. Huh? What's going on? What's Yum Yum?
That person was asking if last night's dinner was yummy.
Oh, certainly. We had so much fun at Black Tom's buffet. Yum Yum.
Phew. Sorry. Please don't ask Mom and Dad about Yum Yum.
To Pac-Man, are you and Orson still friends? After the events of PW3, you didn't seem to mention him after returning home.
Orson? No, I'm no longer his friend. After the mess back in the spectral realm, the only friends he's making is my lower intestine. Nah, I'm kidding. Of course they're still friends.
To Pac-Man, what do you think of each member of the Ghost Gang?
Blinky? He's very determined, but he kinda has a one-track mind when he's angry. Oh, angrier than before. Pinky? She scares me. So pop up when he least suspect it. Thank goodness for power pellets. Inky is a bit shy, but goodness, he will not sit down once he gets going. The guy's a bit of a lovable dork. And Clyde is big and intimidating, but trust me, he's really a goofy softy.
To Professor-Pac, how do you spend time with your grandchildren, Pac-Boy and Pac-Sis?
Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man? I show off whatever inventions I'm currently working on. My daughter told me to do that to avoid surprises whenever they're finished. I try to give the kids some quizzes to keep their minds sharp, but every time I do it, Pac-Boy falls asleep and Pac-Sis would wander off constantly trying to go near my inventions. Goodness, someone should keep an eye on her and Pac-Boy.
To Pac-Sis, are you scared of ghosts? And how do you help your parents and brother?
Scary. I draw.
Ah, God! Pac-Sis, not on the wall! Not on the wall!
Help. Eat food.
Sis, here, take this.
Oh, wait, Dada.
Ow!
To everyone, what will you do if you saw this?
Ghosts!
Now, don't worry, dear. Mommy and Daddy will take care of them.
Multiple spunkies? And they're all differently dressed.
Wait, why are they holding pizza boxes?
To Pac-Boy, are you good at chasing and eating ghosts like your parents are? You seem to even have your own adventure at one point.
Yeah, I can eat the ghosts no problem. Though the chasing part is a bit hard because a power pellet effects wear off fast compared to my parents, so to make up for that, I carry my skateboard. And this brain of mine.
This brings up another question. Can Pac-Sis eat ghosts? I'd imagine she can't since she's a baby, and I don't think power pellets work for her, or do they?
Yeah, she can also eat ghosts, but she doesn't eat them in one chomp just yet.
Oh.
Also, she doesn't know how to spit out the eyes.
To Pac-Man, why did you forgive Orson for kidnapping your family? It just seems odd for you to forgive him for something like that.
Oh, believe me, I would have had him for lunch be how much of an apple restaurant sappy sunny he was more of that. I thought of my family. I believed when I found them. Then I thought, wait a minute, it's a Talkman robot. The party atmosphere. The ghost wanted my autograph. As I looked at him again and see him crying after all of this, I figured that maybe he just wanted a friend.
To any of you, does Chomp-Chomp or I guess Pac-Buddy ever go on adventures with you? And what ever happened to Sourpuss? Is he still around?
He did for a few times, but nowadays Chomp-Chomp just makes for a good luck dog for the house. Sue!
Sourpuss? Oh, yeah. He's still here, but the only time you see him is when he asks for food before he goes to sleep. He's lazy.
To Pac-Man, what do ghosts taste like? Does each ghost have a different taste, or do they all taste the same?
They taste different every single time our power pellet is gone, so there's no set taste. But all the tastes are delicious. Mmm. It's like having a 5-star mystery meal or a snack box every time I get a power pellet. Except you chase after them and the food screams in panic and terror.
To Pac-Man, why have you and the 4 ghosts been fighting for the first time? How have you got trapped in the maze also?
Way back when in my school days, I was hearing rumors that those who wandered in Ghostland never returned. So being as stupid as I was, I wandered into that place and onto, well, that's the maze you recognize today. Except the maze wasn't blue, neon, and not as nice looking as the humans usually see it. And that's also how I met these 4 lovable specters. Thank goodness Professor-Pac sent me back there before the worst happened. So for that day forward, we don't go to Ghostland for Papagayans or Fairy.
To Pac-Man, have you met Jealosea? Be careful. She's a created ghost made of chemicals, so I suggest you don't eat her.
No, I haven't. Ghosts made of chemicals. Looks like I'm not in my element. That's a joke. Where's your reaction?
That joke was so unnecessary.
To Ms. Pac-Man and Professor-Pac, is Ms. Pac's mom and sister still around? Whatever happened to them?
No, my wife passed away.
Oh, Pac July? I'm not talking to her.
Sorry, a bit of sibling excrement.
Dad, it's estrangement, not whatever you just said. Ugh.
Yes, sibling estrangement.